All right, folks, we are back, but we're actually waiting on INnoVation at the moment. So we're in the lobby, all the casters are here, and herO's ready to go. We just appear to have misplaced Mr. INnoVation. So hopefully he'll be back soon.
Our robot disappeared.
He's probably just in a ladder game or something, playing while he's waiting. But before we went off to the break, Mega Man Red had actually cheered 500 bits. We barely missed that. Thank you for that. And then I'm Raquette, even with one Kappa at a time, cheered 25 bits as well. Thank you guys. We've actually almost met our bit goal, which is cool, because normally we get blessed once in a blue moon, and some big baller comes in and drops like a 10k, or N3A Power goes on a power move and like really wants to assert dominance. But yeah, this is like the first time in a long time we've had a lot of little contributions almost lead up to one awesome day. So thank you guys so much for that. And then there was an interesting question in chat. Any cool new sponsors? So I don't actually have anything cool or new to sell out, but did you get contacted about that Quip thing? Quip.
No.
So it's like a new toothbrush. I just got it, and I think the campaign for this like advertisement starts...
you know what? I did see the campaign for it.
Yeah, I think it starts next week or this week or something, but I've tried the toothbrush and I'm like, you know what? This actually isn't a bad little toothbrush. Like, you get sponsored products and you're either gonna love them or hate them, right? Like, there's rarely like a thing, but I'm like, you know what? This is nice. It's not game changing, but it's convenient. And I guess I'll wait to talk about it more until I'm paid to talk about it, but but I'm pretty excited for that one.
Cool.
But, Huckleberry Clover, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub, keeping us active here 7 months running. We continue to wait for INnoVation to join us.
Let's get an oil change.
Yeah, I like there's like a pit crew ready for him, like. Boop, boop, boop. But okay, INnoVation is now joining us in the lobby, so it's a fresh, brand new best of 3, and of course the winner will fight Impact in the best of 5 grand finals. The Olimoleague still offers a $200 very healthy prize pool every single week, guys, and this is all made possible thanks to the Patreon. So hey, I don't know who you are, but if you're watching and you're a Patreon to the tournament, whether it's $1 or more, cheers.
So far, this is the best response to our Am I Casting Nation War 5 finals. I'm banned from Paris because I paired my cheese with the wrong wine.
Wow, I've heard that's actually a war crime. Alright, we're gonna hop into Catalyst. See you guys again. Alright, I hope you guys are ready for 2 of the best players of their respective races. It's the semifinals for the Olimoleague, and spawning here in the lower right, we have the red Terran INnoVation.
In the top left, as the blue Protoss, he is herO.
Now I think I still want to lean towards herO, based on knowing what some of the weaknesses of INnoVation have been in the past. However, INnoVation versus Stats was the cleanest, best INnoVation games I've seen in a while versus Protoss. If he can do that to Stats, INnoVation can certainly do that to herO.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I will say though, the one caveat to this though is where Stats is not nearly willing to be as cheesy, herO is, and that might be the one script flipping the script. I realize how badly I phrased that, but I'm not going back on it.
Don't you dare. You do you.
Wait, does the spray disappear in the Fog of War? It does. Today I learned.
Well, wasn't that actually a bug initially? People would spray their base.
No, that's definitely like a Dark Templar, not a bug.
Anyways, so you say that herO is more likely to cheese than Stats, but Stats, let's not forget, like lost a game pretty hardcore because he was aggressive. He didn't necessarily, like, cheese maybe isn't the right word, but he was more aggressive than you would expect. He did the Blink Stalker push. So I think herO has different attacks, different cheeses. He has straight up cheese, but like INnoVation seems to be quite on point.
Oh, sorry, I got giggles from stupid P-Knuckles comment in chat with that face.
The face is pretty perfect.
I feel when Rufkin asks the question, you start trying to anticipate the joke. Good. I have become that guy. I have truly ascended to be a greater being. But yeah, I don't know. I think comparing stats' aggression to heroes though, even is still not the same. Like they're two very good Protoss players, but it's like a mech player versus a bio player sometimes. And not in terms of like build, but just like the way they play. I don't know. I might just be talking out of my ass with this. This is how I feel.
It's quite a trick. You should tell someone about that.
Well, it's not really. If you think about it, it's just ventriloquism, basically. Like,
can you actually ventriloquism your ass? Like,
well, have you seen Ace Ventura Zombie Girl?
Honestly, I don't remember that scene, so I guess not.
I like bends over and he just pretends he's like talking out of his butt cheeks.
Oh yeah, but that's just, you know, he doesn't actually do it. He doesn't actually throw his voice onto his butt.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
He just pretends he can. So, like, I want to see a professional, you know, try it.
I've actually never seen a ventriloquist in real life, and I'm really curious what it's like. Because I know there's like the term throwing your voice around, but like in cartoons, they treat it like you could throw it to the corner of the room. But obviously, that's not physically possible. I'm curious just how it sounds to like actually hear that in person.
I'm not sure, actually. I haven't seen one live either. But there's a Stargate opener, which was scouted, no? Like, I got over there. And INnoVation is going to go for a cyclone around the map. Gonna be quite clever here, and then just defense with one mine and 4 and 5 Marines in the other mineral line. Should be good to go.
By the way, I didn't realize the way this cheer remote would overlap, and on my screen it looks like it's hitting Tasia Clap in the face because we have the chat condensed. But Jasmine, thank you for the 100 bits. He says, when will BaseTradeTV StarCraft 2 announcers? Probably never. I don't know if you guys are aware, Blizzard doesn't exactly have a whole lot of love for good old Rifkin here, but if we're lucky, one day we might get a Zombie Grub one.
Maybe. I think it's also just that they're gonna want to space it out more. People are kind of tired of announcers. So
if they ever get you to do an announcer pack, I hope to God you just tie in lines about your cats. Like,
I mean, that's like one of the reasons why it's taken so long for like Roddy to do it, for instance. And I think he said this publicly.
Yeah,
Oops,
he just hasn't finished it. Like,
yeah, he hasn't actually like written it. Like, he was asked, but you have to write your own lines, and it's really hard to write your own lines when there's just already so many announcers. So,
like for you, it wouldn't even be like, you couldn't even do like cat puns or something. It would just be like a regular like, your work is under attack. Oh, hey Apollo.
Maybe. I feel like it's gonna be a long time before they really up the requests again for announcers.
I'll tell you what, guys, we are working on something really cool that will be available in game, but I can't talk about it yet. So ears to the ground on that one. Looks like one of mine actually did get a pop off, but doesn't kill a Phoenix, so still standing, but very low. He's got to fall back. This, by the way, is not getting a lot of damage on, but this was actually a really nice scout. Seeing all 3 barracks done. And a lot of Marines ready to fight.
Yeah.
Also, yo, big shouts to these people cashing in on that Twitch Prime deal. Ward in 2022 says Twitch Prime for the win. Fuck yeah, dude. And DScar777, thank you for the 500 bits as well. We might actually just fill up today on 10,000. That'd be so sick.
Nice. That would be pretty sick. We have a lot of gateways coming down. herO is just, I guess, accommodating for his 3-base economy.
That was a really good Widowmine shot, by the way. Like, these Phoenix are not in danger of dying yet, but they A, can't take another Widowmine hit, and B, like, Marines could actually target these down very quickly in later engagements.
Yeah, definitely true. herO went for fewer Phoenix, I think, than he did versus the last guy he played, TY. No,
he went for less than he did versus Ryong. Yeah,
there we go. I was like, oh, I've seen so many PvTs. As he does get
the tail on the Terran.
He does get a bit faster Storm though, but I mean, there's not going to be as many Phoenixes to help out with the medevacs or to pick up the Widow Mines, and as you said, like, they're very low, so the Marines could actually tear that down, and then herO wouldn't have much anti-air. He'd have feedbacks, I guess, like technically anti-air, and maybe able to a couple more Phoenix, but yeah, no blink, just charge lots, not even an upgrade here. Like, he really went faster to Storm in this game.
Revelation already has hit these units, but wears off now. I like the hold position. If these are baited to charge in, they might get some bad shots. Widowmine's going off of the Phoenix, and there's a great drag and drop of the Phoenix trying to splash the Marine. Storm's coupling this up, and there's so many Widowmines. Hero's not expecting this. Terraplayer's bring like 2, maybe 3, maybe 4. INnoVation had like 6. INnoVation's
been like handling the fast charge lots really well, even handling Adepts very well. Like he really just emphasizes production of Widowmines, and it works out so well against this style. And he spreads them as well. He micros around them.
The +1 is so good here. This is actually crazy how much that's adding into this fight.
Yeah. The Archons are quite scary. He does need a couple more Widowmine shots where he can like convincingly take on this army, or really
one
be
of them's almost dead.
Almost.
If he can't let that get shields back. Just tap it once, stop the regeneration or something, but Widowmine's gonna burrow. Oh, they are gonna target the Archon too. Double kill! And that's probably gonna be it. I don't know that he can actually stop this. Even with the new warp-ins, this might have snowballed a little too far.
Yeah,
it definitely has.
It's 2 base all in, so he really doesn't want to give up, but I think that it is snowballed.
I mean, the concussive shells on the Marauders normally aren't that great to speak of when it comes to fighting Zealots, but there's actually 1 concussive shell per Zealot available, so yeah, they charge in and they can't do anything.
Phoenix doesn't even grab a Widowmine shot here. Liberator, that's going to be tough to break. This is game over, man.
Game over, man.
Can't do it.
Wilhelm scream. All right, INnoVation. I'm loving this, Zombie. I'm loving this a lot because I am a big INnoVation fanboy, obviously, and it sucks watching him lose to Protoss for the last 3 months. So here he is, kicking ass, taking names off the best Protoss players in Korea, killing stats, now up 1 versus herO. This I missed this INnoVation. I missed this one. The reboot he got was necessary.
Yep.
But Jasmine, thank you for the 100 bits. Thanks for the answer. Looking forward to that in-game goodies. Actually, that aside, I do have one thing I really wish for. Like, if I ever get in the good graces, or I grease the right pockets, or whatever you want to phrase it as, I wouldn't want a voice pack. I really want to get, like, I've pitched this idea and they've considered it but said it's not really feasible. I don't want a full unit skin, but I would love to do, like, our logo is a shield. I would love to have like a Marine Combat Shield specific skin that would be like a BaseTradeTV shield or something. Like, to me, that would be the coolest thing to have in game. Not a voice pack, not anything else. And I know not everyone's going to agree with that, but that's just for me personally. That's what I would love to see in game.
Be pretty cool.
That or just like
tired. Oh shit.
Themed colors. Like, we've got this really cool white, black, and orange / gold thing going on. Like, it'd be cool to just stripe a couple units like that.
I don't know, man. I'm sounding awfully close to Overwatch. Team colors. God. Ugh. Overwatch League has been pretty good for the drama, though.
I was gonna just bring that up because of what happened recently, obviously, right? Like, I feel like I've watched more of the drama related to the Overwatch League than the actual matches from the Overwatch League.
Oh, for sure, Z's. Even when I do watch Overwatch League, I usually watch it for, like, not Overwatch. Like, I like some of the analysis, and I like the videos and all that. Yeah,
their hosts have actually been pretty good, too, but... All right, guys, Blackpink, we're gonna see you in map. And hey, we reached the big goal for the day. Woo! Yay. All right, folks, we're back and getting into game number 2. Spawning at the top right, and I guess I'm not sure what's going on in chat. Something's up. We have the Red Terran INnoVation. Any clue there?
Bottom left. No. As the Blue Protoss, he is herO.
I'm gonna assume it's banter because no pause came into play.
I guess so. All I see is Crank asking why.
Maybe complaining. Maybe INnoVation has not just like purged himself of the inability to beat Protoss, but he's passed along his balance whining to his opponents too.
Maybe. We'll never know.
I think, by the way, just to touch on this because someone in chat is calling it wrong, INnoVation didn't lose to Protoss for the last 3 months. I mean, there's a big data extrapolation there too, right? Because obviously I'm referring to games we've cast here on the channel, and I'm not really watching a lot of INnoVation's ladder history or what he's doing in other events. But I mean, you look through most of the Olimoleagues, and when INnoVation loses, it's always a little surprising because it's INnoVation, but it is notably versus Protoss more often than not. So I guess it could be true to say, like, okay, he didn't lose to Protoss for 3 months, but he's not had a great showing. At least not here on the channel, not for the tournaments we've been covering him in. I mean, he didn't even get out of group stages, man, in the BTSL. He was like dead with Gumiho, and that felt really sad to see, actually.
Dead with Gumiho. I was really shocked to see that group results. You know, like if they both lost, fine, but in like some of the ways that they lost, like INnoVation being fourth, that's
that was surprising. That's very surprising. But thank you very much, Girthworm Graham. Hey, nice name, by the way. Thank you for the sub, joining us on the channel. And Preacher SC with 100 bits. A little bit of a smiley face. I'll give you a smiley right back. Of course, if you are subbed, again, really emphasizing, guys, they've kind of torn down the sub messaging system. And if you want to get sub messages or see replay packs and stuff, do get on our Discord. Sync your Discord with your Twitch so you get access to the sub-only channel.
Yeah.
At some point, I'm going to be like, yo, Discord, you got to pay me for how much I'm advertising your shit. But it is a really good tool for getting in touch with subscribers. Turns out, and this is some cool information, I guess, public, because I didn't quite know how this worked, but Loco seemed to have a better grasp on things. So if you send a sub message out right now, it tries to send it to all your subscribers related emails to their Twitch accounts. But if you've opted out of getting messages from Twitch because you're sick of seeing every time you get that message so-and-so's gone live, you'll also be opting out of sub messages, which is really stupid. So a lot of people aren't getting sub messages even though you're sending them out. That's why we moved over to Discord.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, I get sick of it. Like, yo, it's cool. I'm glad Zombie Grub's gone live, but do you need to tell me 5 times in a row?
No, I hated that. I haven't had that on for 2 years, probably.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm opted out of it, I'm opted out of it, so I'm not even gonna get messages. But anyways, yeah, thank you for the subs. Make sure to get on Discord, all I'm saying. INnoVation with the Cyclone should be able to hold any kind of attack this small, this early. Just get kind of kited to the top of the ramp. Some free damage from herO. Nice use of the high ground.
Yeah, that was a little scary, especially with the Oracle coming forward too. That Cyclone could have died. Now it's going to retreat, which is a better use of it. It has a Widow Mine to back it up too. The natural is actually is a little vulnerable, but it's really hard to tell if there's no Widow Mine there with the Marines and the SCVs all mining. So hero's not going to commit, and the Cyclone would have been brought down soon enough anyways that it wouldn't have done a lot of damage.
Actually, that would have. I think if this was a game 1, that's a risky commitment that you can try and take the gamble on. But realizing what game here, like hero's on its last life, that's not a risk you can take. Marine's getting top of this so well.
Doesn't lose anything. Never mind.
The Widow Mine actually softens up a lot of the SCVs and puts them in one-shot range. Yikes!
herO knows what he's doing, man.
He also takes a third, which is just so nice for him on the other side of the field. That being said, hey, Cold Terran, thank you for the 100 bits. Let's go Inno and Cold Terran, actually perhaps the next up-and-coming caster. Dude sounds just like Mcanny, though. If you guys missed it, he's of course the one who infamously covered the the Avillo Redler series on WCS. Give him a bit of a host bump, and I remember the first thing I thought was, this guy sounds exactly like Mcanny.
Is that the first thing you thought?
That was actually the first thing I thought. But then we watched some really stupid TvT, and I went to bed and didn't even finish it because it went too damn long. Woke up, read the Reddit drama, fun times.
Yep. I'm glad I didn't stick around and watch those. We have herO once again doing the same build. So he doesn't go for an upgrade. He doesn't go for a lot of Phoenix. He goes straight into that Storm. And I'm guessing he's thinking he was pretty close to holding that last push, last game. Things go a little bit differently, or if INnoVation doesn't go for as many Widow Mines again, like it could be in his favor. But this is like identical to last game.
I guess which splash is better? I think herO, even though he lost that game, he did a lot of really cool moves, like trying to use the Phoenix to friendly fire the splash of the Widow Mine on top of the Marines. Couple that with a Storm, something that wasn't super readily available before. And I think that might be a little bit too much for the bio move out of INnoVation. That's a big, like, that's a lot of fancy moves hero's gonna have to pull off to make that go perfectly.
It is. I don't know what it's going to look like, because it is going to come all down to composition. Again, very similar build orders, similar situation here. Just who is going to have the execution. INnoVation with beautiful splits, you know, dodging around his own Widow Mines, which sounds very silly, but you really got to consider your own units with these damn throwback units. Splashback units, ugh, gross. But he did, and he did very well.
You see splashback, and I'm immediately thinking about like when you're in the bathroom, you poop too hard.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant, man.
Oh, that chilling feeling. No, thank you. And that is about the same level of disgusting as Widow Mine's friendly firing. So that might actually be the perfect INnoLaG. That storm hits a lot of the Marines. Good splits out of INnoVation, though. Yo, not too many medevacs to heal this up, so it'll take some time before he's ready to go. But those were really good splits at the end. +1 weapons is done for INnoVations. That's gonna help a ton. Widow Mine's looking for those shots, but can't quite get them.
Man, this could be a disaster real quick. INnoVation needs to have this split, needs to actually split even further when the storms actually come down. But the storm's very, very shy. They do not want to get the splash of the Widow Mines.
INnoVation is doing a great job minimizing the damage of this, though. Like, I think Lesser Terrans have already lost half the Marines at this point. I'm really impressed. He's only lost 6.
Quite impressive here for INnoVation. He absolutely needs to make this work. He's going to grab a High Templar. Very nicely done. Even stopping that from becoming an Archon is another good use of killing it. Like, this is tough stuff for herO. He has one Phoenix to try and drag these Widow Mines. The
Widow Mines are coming off cooldown, by the way. This doesn't happen often anymore, but round 2 for a lot of these guys are going to pop off. This is huge for INnoVation because they've already paid themselves off with that first attack. But here we go from 2 different sides. hero's going to try and run in. He starts pumping up. The Widow Mines start taking him out. Marines take some friendly fire there from that last Widow Mine shot. Storm starts executing them. The Zealots walk through the Storm, taking some pretty nasty damage too. herO will barely push this back, but INnoVation just needs to regroup, and I think he's still got a lot of power to push through with 49 army supply to herO's 4 Archons, one of which is so close to dead.
It really is difficult, though. INnoVation loses so much momentum. He has to walk across the map again, even if he does have still like a superior army. It's just an entirely different situation. The Liberators have to really shine through. The 1-1 would have to shine through. And he's trying to go for a backup plan here. It's going to be hard against storms, basically. And now we have Blink on the way.
Severe scarcity on things that will easily deal with the Liberator, though. Not a lot of Stalkers, maybe a couple of Phoenix. This is gonna, if it doesn't get kills, it's at least gonna deny a lot of mining in the main by setting up directly over the Nexus like this. And hero's actually pulling across the map, so there is nothing at home to stop this.
Ooh, we waited a long time for that. 7 probes gonna go down here. Nicely, 8. I don't know how I miscounted that. 8 went down. Widow Mines, Widow Mines!
Widow don't mind if I do. Takes out a couple of the Archons. A lot of these are so low they can't really get back in the fight with their shields being almost gone, but INnoVation takes some nasty storm damage. And hero's the one with the momentum now.
Yeah, I think that might be it. The Liberators aren't even going to do that much with the Phoenix able to, well, eventually tear them down. It won't be quick, but it will happen. The third base. Oh, it actually finishes. If you, can you save this?
Still a tough call. I know Archons don't deal bonus damage to buildings, but they still hit for like 25 a shot.
Now you have to take the fight now.
All right, CC dies. This really sucks.
That's game.
Yo, INnoVation played this really well, considering all things considered, but the fact that herO adapted to this and like responded by like storms are out sooner. I mean, this game was such a sick game. No matter who wins, like maybe INnoVation still finds a way to pull this out of his ass. But this is really well played out of herO and INnoVation.
Even if he had been able to save that third, say it's even on location and he just kind of like pushes that army back with not ease, but he does before it reaches the third. I still think that INnoVation is the one in trouble, as herO now has a lot of time to get everything he was missing. He's going to get the upgrades. He's going to get this huge, just number-based army.
Right, so that's actually one of the big things I was really weighing for INnoVation here, right? Having upgrades over a Protoss player who, granted, you got Chronos, but upgrades were so far away from your herO. It's still not even halfway really for the fight. But 1-1's not going to matter so much on Archons, because of course they don't really benefit from shields.
These Widow Mines have to get some amazing shots. Everything is quite clumped up, but safe from the Terran, I guess. Storms come down. Oh, Jesus.
That was a river of storms is what that was.
All right, then. herO fights back.
He does, and that's going to send us game 3, which is cool. So we'll go to break in a second, but hey, Shaby, thank you for the Prime sub. Cubeback01 cheered 200 bits our way. Thank you very much. Jules TV also cheered 100 bits and helping us sell out in the best way we possibly can. People in chat are talking about the Prime deal. Thank you very much. I think it was Victory Vegan. I already lost it in chat. But thank you guys. Yeah, there's a Prime deal to get some bits for cheap. Get on it. Quick commercials, though. See you guys soon. Hey guys, don't say BaseTradeTV never. Fuck.
BaseTradeTV.
Don't say that.
New, you know, tea flavored like your base trades.
Get it through Dodge Cop. No, all right. So don't say BaseTradeTV never did nothing for you. Game started a little bit sooner than expected, so we ended the ads a little bit quicker than usual, so we could hop into the game and not miss out on any of the action. Spawning here in the bottom right side, we got the blue Terran, none other than INnoVation.
The top left is the red Protoss. He is herO.
Did you get caught off guard by the title of that clip? Because I did.
No, someone else wrote something I got caught off guard by.
Chat's been a real hot mess today. I love it. But yeah, there's Victory Vegan. Heads up, if you're a Prime member, you can get 500 bits for 99 cents with the current Twitch promotion. You can then use those 500 bits on any Twitch channel, but guys, let's be real, I want you to use it here. Get some bits in while you can. We've actually had quite a few bit bosses trade out from all these little bits, and current bit boss is Cubeback01, and he's got 98 health. So shout out to the current bit boss. Hail to the king!
Hail.
So INnoVation and herO, who do you think takes it? Who moves on to fight Impact in the grand finals? I know who I
believe herO will.
I really want herO to, just because it's a rematch of yesterday's finals. Like, these two can't stay apart. It's destiny.
Star-crossed lovers, two different races.
What's funny is I think Impact's actually got it in him to beat INnoVation, though, if it was INnoVation in the finals. But beating herO twice might be too difficult.
I really wonder about that. I feel like what I've been seeing of Impact's dominance has been mostly based off of ZVP and ZVZ. ZVT's, well, I don't know. I would love to see it so I could, you know, successfully determine is Impact just like a boss in every single matchup. But I feel like herO has figured out a better way to deal with INnoVation. INnoVation is being kind of a one-trick pony so far. I mean, it's only 2 games, so I don't want to say it's the only thing he can do. But we'll see what happens in this 3rd game.
What is this?
You know,
I thought it was a slot machine. This is a really weird window. This is NT?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the probe scout.
No. What's LNT? The ice cream shop? Okay, I've been so distracted by this. Excuse me. Pardon me, guys. So yeah, that's, by the way, also not a proxy of any kind. It's a gold base Nexus.
Yes, it is. What's really quite clever about this is, so herO's not going to be putting out this Reaper for the entire time, but wouldn't it be cool if he could? Because INnoVation didn't have CD Scout, and you can't quite get close up to the Nexus if the Stalker does that, like it did. But, of course, he gets back. The Stalker actually just goes across the map anyways. The Stalker timing itself was already a bit of a tell. Like, wait a second, that was pretty fast. And INnoVation knows what's up, and should be checking the gold base, exactly what he does. I mean, some small stuff here amounting to good scouting, and yeah, INnoVation will have to deal with this Stalker for a second. He does go into a Cyclone, which is the perfect response.
I don't know why someone thought making a catfishing command would be okay, and why that clip has been linked here, but when I find the mod who did it, someone's getting fired. Thank you. That. The tricks. I'm a one-trick pony, dude. I hate it, because now everyone knows those tricks, so I try and do it for the first time with people I meet, and they're like, oh, I know that one. A year ago you didn't.
Go to France, apparently less people know about it.
Gets another probe on his way out to death. Not bad. But who was that just subbed? I was going to see that, and I'm sorry, out of chat. The good one. The good one, SC2. Thank you for that Prime sub.
Ah, so they both are doing something different here. INnoVation goes for a tank, herO goes for Blink. I
kind of like Blink. Just it's a really nice catch-all thing, and herO's got the micro to really make it pay off in a lot of situations. But for INnoVation, who has notably been doing a lot of Widowmine shenanigans, I like it even more because you can juke out and waste those shots instead of having to sacrifice Phoenix and pray for friendly fire.
It is tricky though. Stalkers are great at buying time, but Blink's not going to be done. Production's not even going to be done with this tank push. And then when tanks are siege and in position, Blink Stalkers are kind of what you don't want. But it's such a low army scenario that I don't want to say like, you know, obviously one unit destroys the other one, but I kind of feel better for INnoVation with this. He even sees the stasis trap.
Yeah, actually, I kind of forgot about the dynamic of this being a gold base. It's really exposed. He picks up the tank, though. That's a really nice Graviton beam. Focuses it down, kills that easy peasy. Shield battery, though, already pretty much out of juice. I don't know if he can stop the Cyclone. The Marines, maybe, but not the Cyclone.
Man, if that tank got even one shot on these Stalkers, it's so different. But I think hero's got this just barely enough with that one Phoenix lifting.
Oh, he's doing some Cyclone micro there for a second. I really like that.
Nicely done by hero.
Everything's been baited out of the main, so he goes to the main now. There's probes to kill. And while these units might be almost dead, the high health Marines are actually blocking the probes from getting on top of them, so yikes, the Void Ray cleans up, but that's 6 workers down.
I guess making the best of a bad scenario, but losing literally everything with that push does hurt. He saves a medevac, it feels like a little bit better. The bunker's not quite done, but 2 Widow Mines should be a little too scary. All right, hero's not gonna be able to counter too hard. Very neck and neck game, I feel. Hero might be down in probes, but he has the gold base, right? So, and he already has his 3rd, which is huge. Now triple probe production.
The mod that put there deserves a promotion. I disagree. My silly IRL shenanigans do not belong on BaseTradeTV.
What are you gonna do? It's the internet.
Well, see, that's the mistake. Now, if I say get this off the internet, then that's a foolish move.
Someone linked that Beyonce image.
I know. I just love that. I would love to find out, like, later on down the story that no one actually tried to remove the image. They just like churned it into a thing out of nothing.
Yeah, it's probably what happened.
Super
This
unflattering.
Viking, hero, I think, knew that it was gonna go do this. Like he was kind of looking for something. It felt, but obviously couldn't chase it all the way. So he grabs a couple probes, more than a couple.
5's pretty good for a Viking that would have otherwise not really had much to do this game, but died to a Void Ray. So I like that quite a bit. INnoVation, though, up in army supply by such a large margin, and with this mostly being Widow Mines and Marauders, like, the Stalkers are not that scary. The Void Ray maybe has some power, but that's a big question mark. I think Charge Lots will be his best friend, but that's, again, only if he can get around the Widow Mines. I mean...
This is very scary.
Yeah, I'm actually having trouble visualizing this going well for hero. Even if there's like 4 shield batteries here. The beauty about a Widow Mine is it's going to one-shot the unit most of the time, so the shield battery won't even have time to kick in.
That's a decent point. He is a little late to all of his production. I think if he has 8 gateways of Zealots ready to go right now, there's a decent chance, even if he's down an upgrade. But he's only going to have 6, I think. So he's on 4 now, and then 2 were made, and then 2 more made later. So it's like 4 warped in now, then maybe 2 more just barely. And it really is coming down to like 2 or 4 different.
Oh,
like,
he just an observer.
Oh!
Oh my god! What about the Void Ray and everything underneath it? Now it's just mostly gateway units versus a lot of Marauders and Marines. Actually, they're wasting shots here on the Widow Mines too, so they're not even charging into the Marauders. Oh my god! I think INnoVation just sealed the deal. GG. Those Widow Mines, though.
Those were sick. He definitely focus fired. Hero was intentionally putting his Phoenix over the army so they would splash back, but that was super sick.
So I know you're getting upset here at Siege Tank Dieter in chat because he's being a real balance whiny prick. But I'd like to point out he balance whines and then the the Terran wins. So I'm
keep him around.
So keep him around. He's like a reverse Jinx, you know?
Oh my god.
All right, we're getting into the very grand finals here, guys. Best of 5 coming up. Should be the end of everything. So one last series to go. Quick commercial break before we get there. And again, thank you everybody who's hit those bits, everyone who's hit those subs, 1,217 subs at the moment. But if you haven't, please hit the follow button too while you're here. As every Tuesday, if you're enjoying this type of content, we're back with the Olimoleague. So see you guys in a few minutes.